IceHogs. Andrew Sorensen, you guys good?
Yep. So what's the magic pill that gets this team back on the winning track again here?
Yeah, I mean, last game you hit the inside post and then 20 seconds later you're losing the game, right? That's the beauty of our sport. So keep coming after it and keep just accepting the challenge of where we're at, and eventually our bounces are going to come our way.
Just talking to a couple of guys minutes ago, they seem like their confidence hasn't been shaken, like they still believe in themselves. Are you getting that feeling from the guys?
Yeah, I do. I think we have a belief in the group, and even us as a staff believe in them, and the group has been played well. The body of work throughout the season has been really good, right? So that's the biggest focus for us.
And I asked one of the players, this losing streak coming at the time it does, there's been multiple examples throughout the season that this is a winning club, that this team can go on win streaks and things like that. How much does that help you guys out, knowing that this losing streak, it's not going to last forever, and it doesn't necessarily define what this team is about?
Yeah, I mean, that's a big part of it, the confidence in the group, the leadership we have in there. I think it's just, again, we just got to get back on track.
And how much does having it, I know you got 3 players from the Blackhawks back. You guys, you got your All-Stars back a couple of weeks ago with this team sort of playing at quote-unquote full strength. How much does that help things out in trying to bounce back right before the All-Star break here?
Yeah, for sure. They're good players that come back to us, and they had good stints up there, so we expect them to be big contributors here tonight and, for the last 3 games here before the break.
And how much does that help getting these next 3 at home as well before the All-Star break?
Yeah, no, it's good. I think we have to be better at home too than we've been. We need to be a little bit firm in our plays, but it's nice to be home for sure.
Soderblom looked pretty good his last outing. Do you kind of feel like he's starting to get the feel back, get the touch back after being out with the injury?
Yeah, for sure. I think he's played the last 3 games, and I think he's looked at times really, really good in those games.
What did you think of what Stauber did up with the Blackhawks, huh?
I thought it was great. I thought it was great to see. I thought he played well. I thought the team in front of him played well, and I'm really happy for him, right? You come up and it's, uncertain. You haven't played as many games as you'd like maybe, and all of a sudden you come up there, but he did great.
Just jumping right in, right? You just gotta. Is he a guy that's always kind of prepared and ready to go like that?
Yeah. I mean, in the short period of time that we've had him, he's very professional about how he goes about things, and he prepares himself. And I think Peter Aubrey's done a great job of preparing him when he's been down here, so it's been great.
You haven't seen Manitoba in a while. What are you expecting from these guys tonight?
Yeah, they're a structured team. They're a heavy team, so we know it's going to be a good challenge for us. So we're ready to take it on.
I know we lost Garrett, unfortunately, for the rest of the season. Is he still rehabbing here, or is he elsewhere rehabbing, or is he still a part of the team?
Yeah, he's part of the locker room. He's there. He's here every day for practices and stuff like that. And even now in the morning skate, he was here around the guys, which I think is a big influence for our younger guys to see him and being here. And it's good to have him around.
Do you have to designate somebody else now as a captain on the ice to fill that role, or is he still the captain?
He's still the captain. We haven't made a decision there either. I mean, we have enough leadership in there, and we have a couple of guys with A's, so there's no we don't feel an urgency to do the changes there.
How do you want the guys to use their All-Star break? Do you just want them to forget about hockey, or what do you want them to do?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a big part of it. Try to see your family, friends, girlfriends, wives. I think that's an important part of it. If they get out of town for a little bit, it's up to them, obviously. But I think especially with some of the younger guys going through their first pro season, I think it's important to get away from a little bit. It's a long season for guys that haven't been through it before, so I think the break is good for them.
And how badly do you and your fellow coaches need a little bit of a break here?
I think we feel fine. We've been around long enough and we're used to it. And I think, it's always nice to be able to spend a little extra time with your family for sure. Be around my daughters and my son and my wife. She'll probably reintroduce myself to her too. So that'll be fun for sure.
Up there and got his first NHL point as well against Calgary.
Yeah, just describe your emotions getting that first point. What that was like for you?
It was awesome. Pretty surreal moment. Just be able to do it right near my hometown with a bunch of family and friends in the arena. It was special.
Did you have a feeling you were going to get to play that in the game?
They told me before that I wasn't in the lineup, so I ended up getting in later on. Someone got sick, so I was able to play. But yeah, it was a great experience.
Yeah, where were you when you got the call that you were coming up to the Blackhawks?
So I was here in Rockford, just kind of sitting at home. It was late on Sunday night, and got a call from our GM, Bernie here, and he said, I'm going to be going on the Western Swing with them, a road trip, 3 games for a week. So it was pretty exciting.
And what is that experience like? Specifically, like you mentioned, a Western road trip. You guys are playing in a lot of spots that the Blackhawks don't get to typically go to all that often. Do you feel like you're able to get more out of learning and just growing because you're playing in a place so unfamiliar, and you got so many games in such a quick span like that?
Yeah, I don't know. With any team, when you go on the road, it's something that you get to spend more time around the guys. You're eating every meal together. You're kind of around each other more. So it was nice in that sense to get some familiarity with some new faces. I met some of the guys at training camp, but I hadn't been up or anything yet. So, but yeah, it was great to get in that first game right away in Vancouver. So I'm not sitting around kind of waiting to play. It was awesome to get in right away, and then able to play again in Calgary. Started to feel better in that second game as well. So, it was a great experience.
What do you bring with you back here now to Rockford as you try to help this team kind of right the ship? They've been struggling here with a few losses in a row now.
Yeah, we're on a little bit of a skid, but I think we know what we need to do. We know we have a group in here that we can start winning games again, and we have to just stick with it. Can't really try to focus too much on what's been happening lately, and just kind of get ready for our next opponent, and that's Manitoba tonight.
And when you guys have a losing streak sort of at this time of the year compared to maybe sometime earlier this season, you guys know that you can win, you guys can be successful like you showed through most of 2022 in that first half there. How does that help build and sort of restore confidence, knowing that you guys are capable of this stuff and that your last week or two isn't necessarily what you guys are fully about?
Yeah, we know we're capable winning games in this room. Games only get harder this time of year in this league. It's a long stretch, kind of before the All-Star break. So we want to get things going on the right foot. But it only gets harder from here on out. So we got to come together here, and we got to find a way to get back on track. And we're going to start tonight and kind of move forward from here.
Yeah, how important are these 3 home games this week to try and get yourself right before the All-Star break? Maybe take a little positive vibes into the break.
Yeah, that would be huge for confidence and just our team morale. But we know what we are in here, and we know what we need to get back to, and I think we're going to do that tonight.
Luke made his first 2 starts in the NHL over the past couple of weeks. Won them both with the Blackhawks, and came down to us just this past weekend.
Handle those games like a pro. What were the nerves like? Did you have any, or were you somehow able to just calm yourself down and just take it as it came?
Yeah, I always get a little nervous before every game, but I was kind of waiting for the big nerves to hit me, and they never really did, which was good. So, yeah, I just felt comfortable in there and like it was another game. So,
was there something one of the coaches or other players up there said to you that kind of helped you relax a little bit?
I don't know. They just told me to go out there, have fun, enjoy it, and just play hard, right? I think that's the only thing that you can do. So, yeah, the guys were great, and the staff was great as well.
Yeah, just coming back here now, what's the mentality as this team tries to kind of right the ship here after a little bit of a losing streak?
Yeah, I think it's obviously been tough a couple of weeks down here. I haven't been here, but anytime you lose a bunch of games in a row, it can be tough. So I think getting that first win will be huge, and then the guys will feed off that energy, and we'll get back on track for sure.
And what about this time of year is so difficult to play in? Obviously, late January and things like that, especially with an All-Star break right around the corner for you guys.
Yeah, I think in this type of league where you play so many games, this type of or this time of year always gets really long for guys, and it's kind of the dog days of winter as they call it, and I think that can be tough. So just kind of keep grinding through it is the only thing you can do.
All-Star break ahead. Are you looking forward to a couple days off at least? Or?
Yeah, I haven't really thought too much about it. So, yeah, it'll be good to get a little rest and relaxation for sure.
Kind of break down your game for us. Is there a certain aspect of it that you've really been locked in on trying to improve on and really work on in practice?
Yeah, I feel like my post play is something that we've worked on a lot down here, and I felt like it translated well up in Chicago and even my last couple of games down here. So yeah, just looking to keep that strong, keep improving little areas of my game, and yeah, just getting better every day.
Yeah, anything else you learned at the NHL level that you really want to focus on now as you continue to hone it?
I don't know if there's anything else I learned, but it was just a great experience to be up there with those guys. And, obviously it's a battle every day, and just the level of competition there is really high quality, like it is down here, but it's just that next step. So,
Jaxson, what was some of the feedback you got from the NHL level after your 2 starts up there?
yeah, I think the coaches were happy. Obviously, we won both games, which is always a positive. And the goalie coach up there, Jimmy Wade, we had some good talks, some good video sessions, and so yeah, it was good, positive feedback.
And what does it say about the depth of this team? I know that you're one of, I feel like we're at roughly like 10 guys this season so far that have been called up to the Blackhawks, whether it's in goalie, at defense, on offense. What does that say about the depth of this group and what the future holds for this talent pool right now?
Yeah, I think it's a really positive thing for the organization. I think it shows a good job of, obviously developing guys down here and then having that translate to success up at that NHL level. And, good job by the scouting staff too. Obviously they play a big part in, whether it's signing free agents like myself or drafting guys. So yeah, it's real positive, I think, for the organization as a whole.